So I like my hair. It's just like keep it just growing. But that's good. But just here to say hi to you guys. I was on last night, but anyway, I'm here now. I'm just loving my hair. But I had a long day yesterday. A long day. I was at work for 13 hours. 13 hours. That's gonna be my new schedule now. 13 hours from Monday through Friday, and every other weekend. So where is my life gonna be in? The matter of fact, when is it gonna end? But it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. So I'm on my way to work now. You like my little top? My niece gave it to me. Yeah, she gave it to me. It's big, but for what I got under, that's why I put it on. And I just want to be comfortable today. Just real comfortable. So I had a visit with my boyfriend yesterday. The bus. It's so funny. It's hilarious. But what do you guys get into today? I don't know. I'm just like feeling real drained. I'm off tomorrow. God bless. Because as you can see, I'm with bags under my eyes. Get to spend time with my baby finally. But yeah, yeah. All of my kids need things, so it's like, gotta go make this money. Rent gotta get paid, bills gotta get paid. Nobody else gonna do it. So you gotta work. Work. I mean, if I was a millionaire, I mean, I still would work. I have, less pressure on me. Or if I was just well off, I mean, you ain't gotta be rich. You ain't gotta be all that. But I don't want to be rich anyway. Mm-mm. I don't want to be rich. Rich turns people into evil people. Because the more you have, honestly, the more you have, the worse it gets. I mean, I don't like struggling. I'm pretty sure nobody does, but you have to. You have to, because that's what makes you, want it even more and go after it. So struggling does not have to just mean about just money itself. Like you struggling as a person, like within yourself. So it's like, struggling every day, to be level headed, to be the best you can be. Some people, are in a crazy mental space. Like their mental state is crazy. But that's why you pray, you give it up to God, and you just, let it be. What else can you do besides pray? You gotta put that work, you gotta put that effort in. I was just talking to my client. So she was explaining to me how he was like yay close to a swamp. He had fell, he has bruises on his body, and whatever. Fast forward. So she was telling me how she was praying, and within, because it was like 2 hours, which they couldn't find him. They called state police. They called, several counties, like the police for several counties. The state troopers came out. Um, the state troopers came out, and they had the helicopter surrounding the area, because if he would have fell in the swamp, that would have been it. But he was yay close from going into the swamp. He had literally fell from going down into the ditch. It's like a little ditch, and he fell there. And she was just telling me like she just kept praying, 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 and it's been 2 hours, and still they wasn't able to find him at the time. So, they called family members up to help look for him and everything. And her grandson found him. So they have a nickname for him. And when he called him that name, because during that time, like, okay, she was worried. She was like, giving little silent prayers or whatever. But when she really got down to pray, God answered her prayers and they found him. So then her son went to the army, and she called her pastor and they was praying for him. And she was saying that the pastor told her, you don't have to worry about anything. He's well protected. And she said she started praying to God again, and God showed her a vision, and it was angels surrounded around her son that he was covered. I think that's so amazing. I was like, wow, like I believe in God 100% wholeheartedly, but I never had that type of experience. So when people tell me about their experience, like I find that like so amazing. So and then she was telling me how you know um, she she just kept praying to God because this her husband has the condition, and she was praying. She's like, God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And she said she heard a voice tell her, let me lead the way. He told her, let me lead the way. I got, like, basically, I got this. Just follow me. Basically, that's it. And I'm like, wow, wow, that's amazing. And I just be thinking, like, dang, like I know he's real. Yes, I do. I know he's real. And it's just like, I wish I could have that experience. 'Cause I know God answers a lot of prayers as well. I mean, it's silent. Like I pray to him silently. Like I always pray when I leave the house. I'm going anywhere. My kids, I always pray for them. And I always ask God to protect those children out here and everybody else. But it's like my prayer to him be, as far as health, because, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't know in the family that, it's basically, carried on. And like my sister, she passed away from cancer. So I would never have thought like she would literally pass away from cancer, like, or even having cancer. Then that it just exploded. Once she had it, everybody else on my dad's side of the family wound up having it, and it just became, millions of people having it. So it's like, wow. And when that happened, like I'm not still over it. Of course, you can't get over someone's death, but I'm not over the fact that she's really not here. Like she's not here. It's been 5 years, and they say the pain gets better. No, it don't. This is one pain, like it's crazy. Like my son passed away at birth, and I know they both in a better place. So it's like he automatically went to heaven, and I didn't really have like that I didn't get the chance to have a relationship with him because he was a baby. He was dead when I had him. So it's like it's different when you got a connection, like when you had a physical connection, emotional attachments, anything like that. So it was things she would tell me and I would take to my grave with me and vice versa. And yeah, I allow being stupid, because I'm saying it, being stupid out loud, things get in our way, or a person get in our way. But that didn't make me stop from loving her any more or any less. Well, I loved her more. It didn't make me love her any less. But I just wish she was here. I know God do things like to test you, but that's one heck of a test. And people don't know what you're going through emotionally, physically, or anything like that. So, they just see your outer shell. They don't know that your inner, like your inner side, it's torn. Like they don't know that. They just go ahead and think like everything's okay. Like I always, like I'm strong. I'm a strong woman. So yeah, I have moments where I break down, but I'm not gonna let nobody see that side of me. Not that it's saying there's anything wrong with it, but I just feel as though some people, like when they see you, I'm yeah, I'm gonna say some because majority, is a lot of them, but it's like when they see you, breaking down, and you would think that they would be there for you. It's not like that. It's like they love to see your downfall. They love to see you break, and I don't know. I'm just like a real emotional person, so I'm always crying, and I know it's because of what I like, what I overcame. And loving someone is amazing until they show you their true colors. And that's why, like, my past is my past. Any relationship I had, sorry, before the guy that I'm with now, it don't mean anything to me. Okay, there was love. There was, infidelity on their part, on their end. I was used, basically abused. I'm not going to sit here and lie and make it seem like my life was perfect because it wasn't. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. I was with someone for so long, and it was abuse. It was abuse, whether it was mental abuse, physical abuse. It's abuse, verbal abuse. Yes, it was there. It was happening. Yes, yes, yes. And I didn't want to get deep into this, but I just feel as though like it's just my life. I don't care who knows it. I've experienced it. I had my kid's father literally spit in my face, like on some stuff, like just spit in my face. Not literally just like, if I'm doing something behind, if he's doing something behind my back, like if I was to do something behind his back, no, like literally grabbed and spit out his mouth and spit in my face. Like, and I think that day, well, I'm not gonna say I think, ever since that day, I lost all respect for him. All respect, all respect. I didn't care what happened. I was physically abused by him, verbally, mentally abused. And this was constant. This was because something he was doing. Excuse me, something he was doing. So he tried to blame me for it. But when the person is doing something, they always blame you for it. They always blame you for it. Oh, this happened because of you. No, it happened because you didn't know how to be a man. Then the guy that I waited for in jail, I think for like 3 years. I think 3 years, 2, 3 years, whatever. And the whole time he had another girl, another relationship, and people gave me, signs of it, and they gave me hints. But being blinded by love, I didn't even see none of them signs. And when he came home, he didn't want me to pick him up from the prison, and I should have known then because I didn't see him. He came, he left the jail, I think like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And that's when they released him. And out of nowhere, because at first it was like, yeah, you come pick me up. Then it did a U-turn. Like he did 360. He said, my brother coming to pick me up or whatever. So I'm like, okay, Fine, your brother gonna pick you up, whatever. I didn't speak to him from I think like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Whenever they released him to 4 o'clock, claiming he was, I mean, whatever he said. Anyway, then he supposedly they had a party. They had a party at his family house or whatever. And if I was your woman at that time, why wasn't I able to attend this party? So I mean, everything came together, and me thinking. So he called me around 2 in the morning to go pick him up. I mean, like a dummy, yeah, I went at 3 in the morning to go get him. Well, by the time I got down, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna feel as though like you're even worth any of my time. I should have never even waited for you, honestly. But you live and you learn. Then the guy I was with before, after him, was a piece of shit, a straight piece of shit. I'm gonna say they're always pieces of shit, but um, where do I begin with him? I don't know. It was just so much. It was so much I couldn't take it. Like he took me for granted. Um, he was real sneaky. He would lie for anything. Um, and I couldn't even take it. I like it was my birthday weekend. My daughter took me to the Poconos. My kids showed up. Whatever, we was out there having a good time, and he didn't even wish me happy birthday. And I think that's what broke the camel's back because I'm like, damn, I go out my way anytime and it's for you, but when it's for me, it's something totally different. But he let his little situation or whatever he had going on, which I'm not going to put that on here, but whatever. He let that, just take over everything. So I felt as though, okay, you let it happen, you let it happen. So we're just gonna let it be. So when I came home, I called him. He was at work, and I said, "What do you need and stuff?" I told him it was over. It was time for us to go our separate ways, and I wasn't dealing with it. So I said, "Fine, we're gonna go our separate ways." And he basically thought that I broke up with him because of a happy birthday. No, I broke up with you because I was unhappy, and you didn't know how to make me happy. You didn't know how to make me happy. And the guy that's in jail that I'm with now, he always been my best friend. Like he was there through everything. So he know what I've been through up and down. Whether see this what people fail to realize. Whether it works out between me and him and I wait for him the time and things tend to go left, which I mean, I could just pray for the best. I don't think he would do that, but or I don't think our relationship will go anywhere because like this is a different like I tell you, this is a different type of love. Like he's been there for me, so he know everything I've been through, like through the hurt, pain, everything. He knows everything. He knows about when I was married to my kid's father. He knows about the guy that I was with in jail. He know about the other one, the one before him. Like he knows already, and he was there for me when I first like had my downfall with the guy I was with before him. So and then like he don't know, he know everything. I don't keep nothing from him. If I have a conversation with my kid's father, he knows. If I have a conversation with anybody else, he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. Would I cheat on him? No. There's no reason to. If I gotta cheat on you, I don't need to be with you. That's how I feel. I won't. I won't step out on him whatsoever. I'm just that girl. I'm faithful. So just like I have another friend that I know for years. We used to work together, and he hit me up a couple of days ago. Like from jail. Like what's up? What's up? What's up? The first thing he asks when you do that, what do you mean? That's none of your business. Yeah, he's around, but when you ask that, that means you're looking for attention. So our conversation was brief. Yes, I let my boyfriend know about it. Why wouldn't I? I trust him. He trusts me. But he knows everything I've been through, like my ups, my down. And honestly speaking, honestly speaking, and I get so happy when I talk about him because I know he's the one. I do. I do. And y'all gonna say, "Oh yeah, you said about the last one." People show you their true side once they feel comfortable with you. He's been the same person since I became friends with him. He's been the same person. He does. I mean, what else? He doesn't change. You're not supposed to change. You're supposed to stay the same. You're supposed to remain the same. And he's been that since the very beginning. The very beginning. I know him since 2017. He's been my best friend for 4 years. 4 years, because it took a year by the time I got to literally trust him, and he's been there. Like when I have with my ex, he tells me now, you deserve respect. Ain't no way in hell you should have him not taking your side, not respecting you on the situation, which I'm not gonna put on him because it's not even worth it. But I will say he was there. He told me, let me tell you something. If they can't respect you, they don't need to be around you. And sure enough, that's the truth. That's the truth. And he's been like 100% with me, 100% with everything. Do I believe every word he said? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I mean, it would be his loss, I would say, if he was to ever lie to me or hide anything, which I don't think he does, because it's like I broke with him numerous of times, and he said, "What do you think? You going somewhere? Yeah, you got me effed up. You got me effed up. You think you gonna have my feelings all caught up?" And I feel the same way. I don't think I'm not gonna say I don't think. I know he won't hurt me. I know he won't. He's just that loving person. He's the missing piece to my puzzle. I love him to death, though. I'll tell you that. People say, "Oh yeah, you was with this person." So it doesn't matter who you with. You could be with 100 people. Honestly, you can. If that's your choice, you can be with 100 people. Not at one time, but relationship wise, it's gonna take that one guy to sweep you off your feet and let you know your worth. And that's what he does. He makes me feel so safe. Like, even though he's far away, but he makes me feel so secure with him. And I've never felt this with anybody I've dealt with. Anybody. Yeah, you tend to fall in love. Sure, you fall in love until the person, they show you different. They show you different. I fell in love numerous of times. Well, I thought I fell in love, but it was just the person when it was beneficial for them. So they act like they one way, but they're another way. Yeah, everybody know I'm the fuck crazy. Yeah, everybody know. But I only become crazy when you show me that you don't give a shit. That's when I act crazy. When you don't give a shit and you show me or try to treat me like I'm trash, then yeah, I'm gonna give you that side that you giving me. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna be all this nice person towards you, and you making me feel like shit, and you making me feel like I'm not worth it, and you making me feel like I don't even need to be on this earth. No, you're not gonna have me like that. And see, he's the total opposite. He tells me how beautiful I am every day. When he calls me, he be like, "Hey, beautiful." He called me sexy, call me ma, sexy ma, whatever. He always like uplift me when I'm feeling down or going through anything in my household or anything in particular. He's always there with encouraging words. Always. And there goes my day. My day is 100% better because of him. Because of him. And he's just that boy. Yeah, I must say, he's just that boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And not just because I'm with him, because I used to tell him that when we were just friends all the time. Like, and I don't know, I love him. And I pray every day, that we remain strong, we remain honest with each other. Trust is big. Trust is big in a relationship. Communication. We always communicate. Yeah, we have our downfalls. Yeah, we bump heads. We're gonna always bump heads. Always, because it's like when I say something he don't like. I guess the way I say, I don't know. And I don't like the way he say things either. But as long as we get past that, and we move forward, we keep moving forward, we good. We good. And we've been good ever since. I love him to death. I do. He's my happiness. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better man. He's just been making me so happy, and continue to do so. And I'm so happy, he's in my life and I'm in his life. And he tells me all the time that I'm his blessing. And I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm able to be that blessing for him, because he's surely my blessing. He showed me every day like that he's the one, and I love him. I do. I get to see him this month, and I'm so happy. I can't wait. I'm nervous, but it is what it is. He had me dying laughing on a visit yesterday. He's just such a goofball. He's a goofball, but I love every bit of it. I do. He was just lusting all over me. All over me, rather. I wish it was over me. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video, guys. I just got to work, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and take this advice. If anybody going through anything or they've experienced anything, just move forward. Move forward. Don't let your past relationship or anything dictate or anything, or try to stop your happiness because you was at a miserable place in your life. But I move forward, and that's just that. Like, I'm in a such better place right now. I don't have no animosity towards none of them. It is what it is. I just don't care. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for the video, and everyone. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.